afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. We made it to Friday. It is Friday, isn't it? It is Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Friday.
Right.
The weekend is almost here.
And here's what's making news today. There is a chance for some severe weather this evening. Chris will share an update on the forecast.
Madison's civilian oversight board could take another step forward this evening. Our Jamie Perez will share the latest. And
the family of Jacob Blake and George Floyd speak at a massive March on Washington event this afternoon. We'll share what they said. Let's take a look outside. Kind of a scary start to the day. That shelf cloud went through, but then the sun came out. And a breath of fresh air is our weather words. Let's go to Chris outside, keeping an eye on the radar.
Yeah, that's right. The weather words are a breath of fresh air because after the storms, that's exactly what we're going to get. It's always about looking ahead to what is to come. But right now, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch for all the counties that you see shaded in that light pink color there. That's going to go until 9 o'clock. That includes us right here in Madison, the Dells, Sauk City, Baraboo, Portage, Poynette. That includes you. You work your way down towards Monroe, over towards Platteville. You're under the severe thunderstorm watch until 9 o'clock as well. The further south you are, the more confident I am in you getting in on a stronger thunderstorm. We're actually watching some pop up right now, right around Platteville. They're not severe, but it is a thunderstorm. Several lightning strikes with that. This is looped throughout the past 30 minutes, and you see how this storm has moved. Thankfully, it is moving. It's not standing still, so I'm not really concerned about flash flooding unless you get repeat thunderstorms later on. But we're going to be watching that. That's moving over towards Lafayette County right now and parts of Iowa County too. So be aware rather of that. Here's the overall bigger picture showing you that severe thunderstorm watch, how that extends back throughout parts of Iowa. And this further verifies what I said earlier. The further south you are, the better chance you have to see a stronger thunderstorm. So we're going to be keeping you up to date on that as we go throughout the afternoon. Otherwise, here's how things look in Madison. We're at 86. There is certainly a little bit of a breeze, even though the air is calm at the airport. 91 in Janesville right now, upper 80s to low 90s for all of us throughout south central Wisconsin. So if you're not in the rain, things are certainly going to be warm until that front sweeps on through this afternoon, and then you get that breath of fresh air. Traffic-wise, no major issues are showing up, but we are starting to see those slowdowns, mainly just past John Nolan over towards Monona Road. So keep that in mind if you're traveling eastbound on the Beltline. We're going to be watching the streets around campus and downtown as well. We'll keep you updated going throughout the show. Weather comes around 4:30 with traffic closer to 4:45.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Chris. In Kenosha today, law enforcement provided another update on the protests in that community.
City leaders said protests remained peaceful in Kenosha for a second night. Kenosha County Sheriff David Beth surprised reporters when he told them he hadn't seen the widely shared video of Jacob Blake being shot by police.
When you see that cell phone video...
Which one? I didn't see the cell phone
video of the shooting of Jacob Blake.
Okay.
As the top law enforcement official in this county, do you see a problem just from that video of what that officer did?
I think I answered. I did not see the video.
Kenosha's mayor said today he is working with state and federal officials to help rebuild businesses destroyed in demonstrations this week.
The Wisconsin Department of Justice Division of Criminal Investigation is releasing new details in their investigation into the shooting of Jacob Blake. The DOJ says the responding Kenosha police officers were Vincent Arenas, Brittany Moronic, and Rustin Shesky. The DOJ says both Shesky and Arenas tried to use a taser to subdue Blake after initial attempts to arrest him failed. As seen in the video, Blake can then be seen walking to the driver's side door of his vehicle and leaning forward, and that is when Officer Shesky held on to Blake's shirt and shot him 7 times in the back. The DCI says they hope to have a final report on this within 30 days. A judge, meanwhile, has agreed to delay a decision on whether a 17-year-old from Illinois should be returned to Wisconsin, where he faces charges of fatally shooting 2 protesters and wounding a 3rd. The 19th Judicial Court judge said the decision has been delayed for a month. Kyle Rittenhouse is charged with 5 felonies, including 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. Rittenhouse is accused of killing 26-year-old Anthony Huber and a 36-year-old.
The Wisconsin State Senate will come together for a special session Monday called by Governor Evers to address police reform measures. The chamber will not debate anything nothing right away, but will work through dozens of proposals. Like we've seen in the past, lawmakers are required to at least begin special sessions called by the governor, but they're not required to take action. Madison could get a step closer toward overseeing its police department tonight.
A city committee will need to decide if those things are needed, which many people say are long overdue. Our Jamie Perez has the details. Jamie.
In about 30 minutes, the Common Council Executive Committee will vote on two things that could make that happen. Now, one of them would approve an independent police monitor position. The other would create a civilian oversight board. Both of those would help hold the Madison Police Department accountable, and both roles would block any political influence. Now, today I spoke with a member of the Common Council Executive Committee who will be a part of the vote tonight.
God forbid, should another police killing of a resident happen, there would truly be independent eyes on that situation, and we could have information that the public could actually trust.
Now, Rebecca Kemble, who you just heard from, says people sent her committee thousands of emails calling for this kind of oversight, but not everyone on the committee thinks it will actually pass. Now, tonight at 5, I'll tell you why, plus what could happen if it does pass the votes tonight.
All right, Jamie Perez live downtown. We'll see you at 5. Throngs of peaceful demonstrators marched to the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial in Washington after gathering at the Lincoln Memorial, where King delivered his iconic I Have a Dream speech back in 1963. They're calling for social justice and police reform as the country grapples with the fallout from another police-involved shooting this week. Natalie Brand is in Washington with more.
Thousands of protesters descended on the nation's capital on the 57th anniversary of the March on Washington.
It's been a struggle for all people, especially people of brown and black race.
Laverne Hines says she attended the 1963 march as a toddler. This time she brought her daughter and grandson.
The struggle still goes on.
Nicholas Dixon says he traveled from South Carolina with a message for elected leaders.
What do you want them to hear?
Our voices.
We will get your knee off our neck.
The march was organized in part by Reverend Al Sharpton after the police-involved death of George Floyd in May. But Friday's demonstration took on new significance after Jacob Blake was shot by a police officer in Kenosha, Wisconsin this week. Family members of both men spoke at the Lincoln Memorial Friday.
I wish George were here to see this right now. Jacob Blake! Jacob Blake! Jacob Blake! Jacob Blake!
Attendees also heard from the family of Breonna Taylor.
What we need is change, and we're at a point where we can get that change.
And the 2020 Democratic vice presidential candidate.
We have an opportunity to make history right here and right now.
We are going to be the generation that dismantles systemic racism once and for all.
A new generation of Martin Luther King Jr.'s descendants making a passionate plea decades after his iconic call for change. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
And earlier, President Trump met with Alice Johnson at the White House, where he announced he was granting her a full pardon after commuting her prison sentence 2 years ago. Johnson served 21 years for a nonviolent drug offense. Tonight, the president heads to New Hampshire for a campaign rally. The NBA will resume the playoffs tomorrow after a 3-day boycott. Players decided to suspend play after the Bucks boycotted the playoffs in response to the shooting of Jacob Blake. The NBA and the Players Association announced this afternoon they will work together to promote voting access and combat social justice, racial inequality, and police reform. That includes using every NBA arena as a polling place during the November presidential election.
People in Louisiana are dealing with the devastation from Hurricane Laura and facing major challenges ahead. Aerial views of southwest Louisiana reveal the extent of the destruction Laura left behind. The storm slammed ashore Thursday near Lake Charles, packing 150-mile-per-hour winds. Stanley Hazelton was among dozens of residents who decided to ride out the storm in the home that he just moved into in November.
There's businesses gone. There's people without homes. So it was dumb. I said, we'll never do it again.
Parts of Louisiana are now experiencing widespread water and power outages, hampering recovery and cleanup efforts. Officials say the total extent of the damage may not be known for days because many roads are not passable. Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards says the journey to normality will be, quote, a marathon.
Moving on to our pandemic headlines now. A little under 800 more people have tested positive for COVID-19 in Wisconsin. That brings the total number of people infected in the state to more than 74,000. Dane County reported its 40th death this morning. Nearly 1,200 people are now dead across the state.
Several states, including New York, California, and Texas, say they will not follow controversial new guidance on coronavirus testing. The CDC had recommended tests for anyone who came in close contact with an infected person. But earlier this week, the agency revised that, saying that people exposed to the virus who don't show any symptoms may not need to be tested. Dr. Tom Inglesby is an internationally recognized authority on infectious diseases and the director of the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security. He says he does not agree with the CDC's new guidance on testing.
We've been told that contact tracing is the meat and potatoes of trying to stop an epidemic or a pandemic. How does this interfere with that?
If we stop testing contacts, we lose information about what's going on in our own community. We know that something on the order of 40 to 50% of people with this disease in the United States don't have symptoms.
A few days after the guidance change, the Department of Health and Human Services said in a statement the guidelines received appropriate attention, consultation, and input from fellow task force experts, including CDC Director Redfield, who advised coronavirus-related matters among departments and agencies. CDC Director Dr. Robert Redfield released a nearly identical statement, but included a recommendation that people who have been exposed talk to their healthcare provider or to a public health official about whether to get tested.
Well, still to come at 4, trying to close the achievement gap while students learn from home.
We'll find out what some parents and community leaders are doing to close that gap. That's when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call to enjoy non-stop routes to summer in a new Nissan.
And don't miss the 2020 Nissan Bottom Line Sales Event. Get a low $346 per month lease on Nissan Rogue.
Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Baca Enterprises is truly humbled and thankful to all of our employees, residents, families, and vendors for their patience and cooperation.
Our employees have gone above and beyond with sanitation efforts, altering their daily routines, all while spreading joy and happiness throughout our community.
As you look forward to the future, Beaver Dam Assisted Living will be here for you.
To provide a sense of security and to provide comfort by keeping you safe and healthy.
Together, we're moving forward to help you live life with confidence. Call today to schedule your tour.
What happens now? Now that the rent's due, but they've cut your pay. Now that the virus has cost lives, but your health care costs too much. Now that our president has had months, but he still doesn't have a plan. What happens now? Joe Biden knows how to lead through a crisis because he's done it before. When our economy was on the verge of collapse, Joe Biden led the largest economic stimulus in a generation and saved millions of jobs. Now Joe Biden is ready to lead us through this crisis. He knows rebuilding our economy starts with fighting the virus, increasing testing, getting more protective gear for healthcare workers, and calling for mask mandates nationwide. As president, he'll get working families back on their feet by lowering healthcare costs and helping small businesses recover. So what happens now? We elect a president who will build back better.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Working out? Not canceled. Catching up? Not canceled. Game night? Not canceled. Nap time? Not canceled. If new carpet would make you happier at home, we're here to help with standard carpet installation of just $75. Carpet one room or your whole house. And installation is only $75 while we celebrate our 75th anniversary. Coil Carpet One Floor and Home. Locally owned and operated since 1945.
Dad's
sleep.
Oh, the worst.
You know, there's really no excuse for bad sleep. During the Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or to celebrate our newest arrival, come in and test out the outrageously comfortable Casper mattress. Check out the Summit Queen, only $189.99. Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. The Labor Day sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call to enjoy nonstop routes to summer in a new Nissan.
And don't miss the 2020 Nissan Bottom Line Sales Event. Get a low $273 per month lease on Nissan Sentra.
Well, you've probably noticed them discarded on the ground. With so many people wearing masks like this one, that's adding up to a lot of excess waste.
Yeah, it's surprising how many you see laying around.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, the company Plaxtil was initially set up to turn textiles into plastic, but since mid-June, it's recovered and upcycled thousands of face masks. After the metal noseband is removed, the material is ready to use.
The masks were already quarantined before the treatment, Civil explains, and then during the treatment, they passed through a powerful ultraviolet light to disinfect the material completely.
Then it's pressed into plastic and molded into new types of protective equipment, from visors to attachments to help hold masks in place. New data suggests the economy is starting to heal, and that sends stocks higher. The Dow Industrials added 161 points, ending the week at 28,653, which makes it positive for 2020. The NASDAQ was up 70, the S&P 500 gained 23. Both set new record highs. Well, most students in Dane County will start the school year virtually, and now a Wisconsin senator wants to give parents the chance to opt out and go somewhere else.
Republican Senator Chris Kapenga's new proposal would let parents open enroll their kids in a different district for the upcoming school year if their home district isn't choosing their preferred model. The bill would also prevent the home district from forcing families to stay there. School boards are concerned about whether schools would have enough space and personal protective equipment to safely pull this off. Wisconsin law only allows students to open enroll in another district if they apply before a fall semester. Well, the virtual return to the classroom poses more than its fair share of problems, but one of the biggest concerns is how it could widen the achievement gap between white students and their classmates of color.
We dug into the specifics of the problem and how local community leaders and moms are stepping up to help. Our Leah Linscheid reports.
I like to always see the glass half full.
A glass half full and a house that's hardly ever empty.
I have seven kids. All names begin with the letter J.
That's the best way to describe matriarch Jacqueline Hunt.
8 call me grandma.
Jackie's kids all went to school in Dane County. So do her grandkids. Her love and concern for those children extends beyond just family, though, as students prepare for a new school year, largely online during a pandemic.
I'm worried about black and brown children who are already facing a huge gap in achieving academically here in Madison, being presented with even more challenges.
There is research to back up Jackie's concerns. A study by McKinsey & Company shows students will lose, on average, almost 7 months of learning if they don't return to class until next year. That number grows to 10 months for black students. And a survey by Axios shows 49% of parents of color say their kids don't have access to the technology needed for online learning. That's compared to 17% of white parents. The Urban League's Dr. Ruben Anthony is aware of these statistics.
My biggest concern is that students of color will not have the instructional support at home to be able to succeed in school.
So his organization is stepping up to help. The Urban League is launching a Parent Academy. The goal here, to help moms and dads get the technology they need and the know-how to run it. It's all thanks to a $70,000 grant and a new full-time hire to help coordinate.
All the things that we expected the school to do, a lot of that expectation now is being shifted to the home front. We got to make sure that they have the resources at home and the support at home so that the parents and families can help these students meet the expectations.
When I see challenges and problems, I don't know, automatically I begin to start searching for solutions.
As for Jackie, you should have guessed, this glass-half-full gal has a plan to help this fall. She's putting together a back-to-school forum to get students and parents' questions answered and to help fundraise for school supplies. And as for your glass, she's trying to fill it with these words of inspiration.
You've made it through 100% of your roughest days. There's no reason for you to believe you won't make it through this.
And the Urban League is doing all it can to help. The organization has a long-running, well-known tutor program with upwards of 500 tutors available for students in both the Madison and Sun Prairie school districts.
They're planning on moving that online to continue to help students in need. As for Jackie's initiative, she'd love it if you'd like to get involved by either donating supplies or attending the virtual back-to-school event. And we have all of the details up on our website, channel3000.com.
Takes a village.
Yes, it does.
Well, nothing about a hurricane is fun, except for one thing.
Watching reporters trying to do their jobs in the middle of one. See, we can laugh because we don't have to deal with this in Wisconsin, but we'll have some highlights of Hurricane Laura coverage coming up after Chris's forecast.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's Labor Day appliance sale starts now. Get Wisconsin's best appliance deals, plus 18 months no interest, and free doorstep delivery within 5 days on all in-stock appliances at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Let us help you create your family's recipe for health. SSM Health and News 3 Now are making it easy by putting all the ingredients right at your fingertips. With topics like healthy habits, nutrition, and mental well-being, there's something for everyone. Visit Channel 3000's Time for Kids page for advice from SSM Health experts.
And catch fresh and informative reports on News 3 Now.
Take time for kids with SSM Health and News 3 Now.
The coronavirus has forced the government to take extensive actions, making this the most opportunistic time for you to finally restructure or even resolve your tax debt with the IRS. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, have unfiled tax returns, and are experiencing hardships because of the impact of COVID-19, you could qualify for more aggressive resolution plans with the IRS. National Tax Experts has specialists ready to help you determine your eligibility for these programs. Act now before it's too late.
Call 1-800-392-6331.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection, like 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. And get peace of mind with the Ford Promise. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus the peace of mind of the Ford Promise. See your local Ford dealer today.
This order could be more than an order. This order could be the first one you've actually had time for in longer than you can remember. Or this order could be a reason to leave the house today. Whatever this order is for you, we'll be here to take it.
Take a break and enjoy a fresh beef quarter pounder with cheese and pair it with a $1 any size soft drink. Available every day, all day, only at McDonald's.
Get a new roof with Atlas Shingles from Menards. Check out Menards' great selection and protect your largest investment today with 11% off all Atlas Shingles. Update your curb appeal with a new garage door from Ideal Door. Choose from our huge selection or design your own in-store or on menards.com. Save today with 11% off all Ideal garage doors. Save big money and get 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day Tempur-Pedic deals start now. Pay $28 per month interest-free for 6 years on Tempur-Pedic, plus $300 in free furniture and free guaranteed delivery within 5 days on in-stock beds. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Well, take a look at this. 2020. I think we can all agree it's been, well, not great. And you know what I think? It knows it too. Case in point, a Massachusetts couple brought a ray of sunshine to a cloudy day by tying the knot in front of the family and friends. But look what happened when the groom made a joke about 2020 in his vows.
Let's face it, 2020 has not been the best year.
See?
Oh Oh, my goodness.
2020 knows it sucks, and now it's just showing off. The couple who'd already postponed their wedding didn't let the ominous display ruin their big day. Even when heavy rain started after the ceremony, once the storm passed, the couple was rewarded with a lovely rainbow backdrop to remember the day.
Oh, isn't that something?
You know, I made that joke, too, when I got married in July.
Yes, you did.
Fingers crossed.
We're going to get one of those lightning bolts when we laugh at those reporters out in the, you know what they say about karma. You got to be careful.
Yeah, and there's some lightning out there, isn't there, Chris?
Yeah, there is. And I have to say that wedding was a meteorologist's dream wedding right there. I was like, wow, I want that backdrop. But I'll tell you what, as we begin to look ahead, we are tracking some showers of thunderstorms right now. We'll tell you where they are right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call to enjoy non-stop routes to summer in a new Nissan.
And don't miss the 2020 Nissan Bottom Line Sales Event. Get a low $346 per month lease on Nissan Rogue.
Come in today for Rubens' annual leather event. Rubens has received generous discounts from all our fine leather suppliers. Natuzzi, American Leather, and many other manufacturers have allowed Rubens to give you up to 10% off on all leather furniture. Rubens' downtown store and west side store have many pieces that are available for immediate delivery. Remember, all interior design services are complimentary. Stop into either Rubens today for our leather event.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
FDR lifted this country out of the Great Depression. Obama saved us from the great financial collapse. Trump faced the coronavirus pandemic and froze, paralyzed by denial and fear and indecision. It didn't have to be this bad, but Trump's lack of leadership cost lives, hitting seniors the hardest and devastating nursing homes. Donald Trump failed, and it's our seniors who are paying the ultimate price.
These deals are amazing.
I know. How do we get them?
Okay, we have to be very subtle about asking, like this.
Like this?
No, like this.
Actually, you don't have to do any of that. We have great deals for everyone.
Even without the...
You would have gotten it anyway.
Cool.
If you've forgotten what a fair deal sounds like, let us remind you. Switch to US Cellular and get $700 off the latest smartphones with no activation fee. US Cellular. Upgrade to fair.
Gar-ver. Garver.
Gather. Ing. Gathering.
Garver.
Gathering.
Garv.
Ing.
Garvering. A socially responsible gathering where a maximum of 250 people enjoy thirst-quenching drinks, delicious food, and the arts in a safe, clean, and touchless outdoor environment. Let's go Garvering. Visit thegarverfeedmill.com for dates and details starting June 11th.
Brought to you by News 3 Now, Madison Magazine, and the Garver Feed Mill.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call to enjoy non-stop routes to summer in a new Nissan.
And don't miss the 2020 Nissan Bottom Line Sales Event. Get a low $273 per month lease on Nissan Sentra.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Live look at a Platteville right now. They just got done dealing with the shower that came on through, but just as quick as it moved in, it started to move out. But you're still seeing what are known as towering cumulus clouds. I'm not calling these decorator, as pretty as they are, but these are what lead to those showers and thunderstorms that you see. Still a couple of raindrops here on the camera and a couple of those falling, but this is our Doppler really going through about the past 2 hours. You see how this line of showers and thunderstorms begin to pop up back towards the south and west. And now here we are. The heaviest rain is now south of Platteville at this point. Dickeyville getting in on a lot of rainfall right now. That's moving over towards Cuba City, but is north of Hazel Green there. Here's a better view just showing really the last 30 minutes and how quick moving this shower and thunderstorm was. Still another thunderstorm trying to pop up around Dodgeville. Another one just back towards the west coming your direction as well. We put things into motion, and here's how things begin to move. A lot of that's moving southward into northern northern Illinois as we go through about the next 45 minutes or so. And really, that's where the best severe weather potential is going to be. 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in the part of eastern Iowa. The best chance to see a stronger thunderstorm is going to be the further south and east you are. I know that this slight risk of severe weather goes all the way up towards Green Bay, but I'm thinking from Madison southward into northern Illinois, that's the best chance you have to get in on some rain as we go through the rest of the afternoon or the evening as well. We're still going to keep the alert day in just because some of these storms could be stronger, but I'm not overly concerned. Here's what's going on overall. We still have our remnants of Laura spinning throughout parts of western Kentucky and southern Illinois. Here's the cold front back towards the west. Until this cold front moves through, we still have that chance to see a shower or thunderstorm, and we're going to keep the alert day around because out ahead of it, the atmosphere is still really unstable. But this is Future Track, and this is the best model that shows what's happening right now. Notice it actually keeps us dry here in Madison. I really like what this model is showing. I'm leaning towards this being the solution of a dry night for most of us in Madison, but the further south you are, closer towards Monroe, New Glarus, that's where you're going to have that better chance to see some showers as we go through the evening, and then eventually things clear out altogether. Here's another model. It doesn't do the precipitation much justice, but it shows us the more comfortable temperature. 76 by 8:30. We're cooling down into the 60s overnight tonight. Watch this though. We begin to move into Saturday, and we're talking a northwesterly wind, that's drier air, abundant sunshine, and temperatures that top out right around 75 degrees. And we do that for a couple of days as well. Lake conditions are all good. Here we are. Tomorrow, sunshine and 76 through that high. Sunday is going to be sunshine and 75. That next rain chance comes our direction into Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday look great. Another chance for showers on Thursday. Then we start to move into next weekend. But notice that entire forecast, temperatures are in the mid-70s with air that's fairly comfortable for us.
We need a break.
Yes, we do. It'll feel great.
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, it happens every hurricane. While those in the path of the storm ride it out inside, reporters are outside braving the rain and wind.
From near misses with glass debris to electrical explosions and even a llama. Here's CNN's Jeannie Mose with the wildest, wettest moments from reporting during Hurricane Laura.
Every storm waters a new crop of human weather vanes.
You okay? You okay?
Men and women willing to surrender their hats and shake the water out of their earpieces.
Going to my ear. Water gets in your earpiece here, and everybody starts sounding muffled.
One viewer noted that the Weather Channel's Jim Cantori was ready to go to war with Hurricane Laura. He has on helmet, goggles, and weighted vest.
We just continue to get hammered here with winds over 100 miles an hour.
There were even explosions like in a war zone.
So it's going to move probably right up Sabine River. Oh, that's not good.
The reaction of KSAT's Justin Horn when a transformer blew may be the understatement of the storm. That's not good. Some viewers wondered about reporters echoing the words from a Friends episode.
Why would you do that?
Why would anyone stand where they could get hit? By shattering glass. Like this Weather Channel meteorologist.
We're fine. Everyone, we are fine.
Tweeted one viewer, I can't go to bed because I'm worried that Stephanie Abrams will blow away. Even British anchors took pity on this NBC correspondent.
The good news is there wasn't anybody out.
Wow, I think maybe we should leave you. Wow.
The conditions look dangerous already, don't they, for Jay there?
Okay, Jay, go and make yourself safe somewhere.
One of the most dangerous looking spots was this simulation.
How about 9 feet of storm surge and even more than that? This is not survivable. Very dangerous.
All of the talent survived, and that explosive bang.
Oh.
Think of it as a candle. It happened to be the reporter's birthday.
Holy cow!
Make that holy llama. In the aftermath of the storm, even this llama looked bedraggled.
That's not good.
Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
That's not good as right.
Oh, it's so glamorous, isn't it?
Yeah, really.
They work so hard. You have no idea how hard that is.
And they're safer than you think. I mean, they're behind sturdy buildings.
Right, right. Those were some pretty extreme examples.
Yeah, it was a big storm. Yeah. Well, there's more to come at 4 later on. Our Michael Bruno will go behind the screens of a fundraiser for the Mineral Point Opera House.
And then coming up tonight at 5, Dane County Boys and Girls Club CEO Michael Johnson talks to News 3 Now about what he hopes will happen following his meeting with Robin Voss.
Sponsored by Clean Lakes Alliance's Lake Forecast Monitoring app.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day mattress sale is on now. We guarantee the best deal in Wisconsin. Savings up to 60% off. Plus reward card bonuses up to an extra $300 back. And free delivery within 5 days on in-stock beds. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Wow, is that really me?
Here, I don't look 61 in 3 weeks. I have no wrinkles, no bags, and this is only because of Plexiderm.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? I'm just in love with the mirror right now.
Plexiderm is a wonderful product. I look at least 10 years younger.
It's a facelift in a jar.
The people you're watching have just seen themselves in the mirror for the first time since we applied Plexiderm to their problem areas. Their reactions are real, and so are the results from using Plexiderm. What's even more amazing is that it takes less than 10 minutes. Now you can watch your under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet visibly disappear for just $14.95 by going to plexidermtrial.com and taking the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
This is really good. This is, I'm going to fill my bathtub with this stuff and get the whole body this time. All these lines are gone. I feel like a new woman.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shale clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. At our $14.95 price, it's the best time to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself. So if under-eye bags make you look tired and older, take the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge today for only $14.95. Just go to plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's Labor Day appliance sale starts now. Get Wisconsin's best appliance deals, plus 18 months no interest, and free doorstep delivery within 5 days on all in-stock appliances at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Tonight at 5, should the community have control over Madison police? The decision rests in elected officials' hands tonight. We'll tell you what happens at 5.
And a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms this evening, then beautiful weather for this weekend, sunshine and cooler temperatures. We'll look at your full forecast.
And ahead at 6, the president and CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County is working to help young activists meet with state leaders about policy changes. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Today marks a searing moment in American civil rights history.
August 28th, the date of the murder of Emmett Till. Years later, the date of the March on Washington. In fact, August has brought many of the nation's transformational moments right up to the present.
Tonight, Maurice Dubois hosts a special report. It's called The Power of August, live on CBSNews.com.
In the blistering days of August, it seems transformation happens.
August is hot. In fact, it's blazing hot. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's divine.
It's an arc in civil rights history, starting with a moment of wrenching pain.
I said, I want the world to see this.
August 28th, 1955, the murder of 14-year-old Emmett Till in Mississippi by a group of white men. His mother allowed an open casket at the funeral to show the world the horrifying result of racial hatred.
They knew then that not only were men, black men, in danger, but black children as well.
8 years later, to the day, the March on Washington. Americans of all races demanding jobs and freedom, with powerful women playing a crucial role behind the scenes.
The men had titles, but the women did a lot of the real work.
In following years, August brought the signing of the Voting Rights Act. It brought Hurricane Katrina and the suffering of black communities. In 2008, the Democratic presidential nomination for Barack Obama. But August 2014 brought the police shooting of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri.
He put his hands in the air, and he started to get down, but the officer still approached with his weapon drawn.
The 18-year-old's death galvanizing the movement now known as Black Lives Matter, going strong today. August 2020, protests raging against racism and brutality, and the effort to channel that rage to the ballot box.
We must vote because our lives depend on it.
It's a month of pain, of protest, of progress. The power of August. Maurice Dubois, CBS News, New York.
What a month.
Oh, yeah.
The Power of August begins streaming tonight at 8 o'clock on CBSN.
Download the CBS News app if you don't have it on your phone, and that way you can watch on any connected device.
Up next, we go behind the screens with our Michael Bruno.
He looks at a virtual fundraising effort to save the Mineral Point Opera House. That's when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back.
One of our favorite Portage families here at the Portage Furniture Store, the Ayers family, that has grown a little bit since, yeah, he says high five. That's right. Since the last time we were here.
We sure have. Austin and I, proud third-generation owners, and now we're working on our fourth generation. We've seen generations of customers come through, and I think we take a lot of joy in seeing, hey, my parents bought from your dad, or bought from your uncles, or bought from your grandpa, and now Austin and I get to enjoy that ourselves.
How much fun is it on the days you come back into town and the three of you are together?
It's very special. Like I said, the longevity from when my dad and uncle started in 1940 to now, very special.
We're very, very proud to showcase predominantly American-made brands and companies that we've worked with for a very long time. We have a number of great lines, including Serta Mattresses, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, and England.
And not everyone has the Ayers last name, but everybody here, I know you guys consider family.
Yeah, we really have some wonderful people here, including, two salespeople, Rosie and Punky, who have been here with us from the very beginning, and we're really thankful for them.
Yeah, they really make you guys, they're the ones who make you all look good.
Yeah, they are.
No doubt.
And we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, well, he said it, right? What are some of the biggest things that sets you guys apart?
The free delivery. Yeah.
They still got it. I was wondering.
We do.
Glad to hear it.
And on top of a first-class free delivery service, we're very proud of our huge selection of top-name brand furniture at guaranteed low prices.
Well, with the free delivery, we've got a lot of stops, but I'm glad you're helping me. From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison. He's excited.
Dear Summer, how do I make the most of you? Do I kick back and relax? Or climb new mountains? I could go and get dirty. Or switch into new lanes. One thing's for sure, it's gonna be great. Can't wait. Toyota.
Right now, you can get 1.9% financing for 60 months on a new 2020 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota.
We all love reading the magazine, but did you know there's additional exclusive Madison Magazine content here on channel3000.com? Click on Madison Magazine for timely food stories and blogs on the local food scene that don't appear in the magazine. Find arts and entertainment and interesting Madisonians. There are featured columnists and online extras like photo galleries and videos. Channel 3000 and Madison Magazine. Together, they're your one source for all things Madison.
Watching traffic as you begin to head to wherever you're going on this Friday. We do have one accident being reported right now. This is going to be southbound Stoughton Road, right at the intersection with Flom Road. That's got traffic backed all the way up towards Buckeye and a little bit beyond. So if that's your route, be mindful of that. The Beltline is in primarily good shape. That's good news. Roads are cruising along. Drivers are cruising along at about 60 to 65 miles per hour. We are seeing the slowdown with construction on Fish Hatchery. Around campus in downtown. It's your typical Friday afternoon break lights. A little bit more traffic, though, as students begin to come back to the UW, so keep that in mind. Here's a look at all the routes overall. Cruising along mostly at their posted speeds, but we do have that crash with some delays on Stoughton Road at Flom. Again, that's headed southbound towards McFarland.
All right, Chris, thank you. This crafty Iowa artist is turning the devastation from a recent storm into a symbol of hometown pride. University of Iowa mascot Herky the Hawkeye. Clint Hendrick is a chainsaw artist. He got the idea after a storm brought down a big branch in his neighborhood. Hendrick, who is a big University of Iowa fan, has been hard at work at this carving ever since the storm hit.
That's incredible.
It really is,
really
with a chainsaw. Well, this weekend there's a virtual fundraiser to help preserve the Mineral Point Opera House.
The fundraiser features music from the band The Mascot Theory. Our Michael Bruno takes us behind the screens.
I grew up in Mineral Point, Wisconsin, and so a place that is near and dear to my childhood and now as a musician, the Mineral Point Opera House. All their shows have been canceled for this year, and so we were trying to figure out a way to A, put on a show, and B, help out this amazing venue just to try to raise a little bit of money to help them keep going during this. So in the end, we decided to put on a live at the Mineral Point Opera House show for nobody. So nobody in attendance except this very small, safe and socially distant crew. The band was spaced out on stage. So we just kind of put on this little show, little video. We're calling it a film performance. Recorded that. That's going to come out on August 30th at a live stream event on Facebook. And we really just wanted to have something to give back to the fans who have kind of helped us get through the year and who we miss very dearly, and just something, and this is kind of what we came up with.
Tell me a little bit more about the Mineral Point Opera House for people that don't know about that venue.
Sure. The Opera House is this amazing space. I believe it's got a balcony. It's dedicated in 1915, and they used to have a lot of vaudeville acts come through. I think at that time they had about 700 people that could fit in there, and I believe now it's probably like around 300 or 350 with the balcony. But it was used forever. When I was a kid, we used to go watch movies there all the time, or plays or whatever. And I was in a couple musicals in high school, and even before high school, I was a Munchkin in The Wizard of Oz, wearing this weird pink dress. It was weird, but that was probably my first time on the stage too. But it's just this amazing space, and it's such a beautiful space with very ornate details. But it had definitely taken some wear and tear over the years. So in the last probably, I believe, 10 years or so, they've really they kicked in their fundraising efforts to finish the whole thing off, redo everything, refurbish it, and now it's just this beautiful gem of a museum piece. Yeah, it's a shame that, like other venues around, that you can't get in there to see it yet. But we want to just do what we can to keep it going, because it does mean a lot to me. So the plan is we're going to have a live on Facebook event, where myself and probably other members of the band, hopefully if it's nice out, we can all be outside, and we'll bring all the gear outside to stream from out there. So most of us will be there, and we'll be able to talk about, okay, here's the film that's coming up, here's the little album that we're going to put out with it, and we miss you all, that kind of thing. Introduce the video. We'll play the video, which probably runs about 35 minutes or so. And then after that video, if everything goes right and everything's cool, we'll try to play a few tunes live as well. It's kind of a bonus thing. So that'll be the live stream event. We're doing this whole thing to try to raise money for the Mineral Point Opera House. So we will be cueing people with little flashes on the screen, few different ways to give to them. Any money that we raise whatsoever through these virtual tip jars or whatever is going to go right to the Opera House.
And Michael joins us now live. What a beautiful venue.
It is a beautiful venue. It reminds me very much of the Stoughton Opera House.
Yeah.
A lot of small towns have opera houses from way back then.
Yeah, and I love that he's trying to pay it forward for his own hometown. That's really great.
It's a really, really generous gesture, because they have, the doors are closed and they have no shows there at all. So their whole season's been shut down. So they managed to get in there and film this 30-minute video. And then all the proceeds will go towards the upkeep and try and get, like, at least keep their season somewhat alive by having some money's coming in this year.
Yeah, and looking at the video, it looks very professionally made.
It is very pleasant. I believe it's Mr. John Urban, who we all know.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, he's involved with making the video. And Mascot Theory is a great group. It's really, really, really fun. And hopefully the weather will be nice so that they'll actually do the video and then they'll do an outdoor gig and do some of the performances live after the show.
It's supposed to be nice on Sunday.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be great.
All right, so it's Sunday night at 8 o'clock on Facebook.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. There you go.
Yeah.
Live stream at 7 o'clock. Go to the Mascot Theory Facebook page. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
It's Friday! You even got Chris in on this.
And it's jazz hands. All right, guys, have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend.
Jim.
We miss you. We can't wait to have you back. Have a good one.
All right, we'll have a final check of the forecast, right?
Yep.
Right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call to enjoy non-stop routes to summer in a new Nissan.
And don't miss the 2020 Nissan Bottom Line Sales Event. Get a low $346 per month lease on Nissan Rogue.
Love getting prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh? With the Pick and Save app, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales and rewards like fuel points, all for prices that are lower than the everyday low. So go ahead, get lower than low. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Working out? Not canceled. Catching up? Not canceled. Game night? Not canceled. Nap time? Not canceled. If new carpet would make you happier at home, we're here to help with standard carpet installation of just $75. Carpet one room or your whole house. And installation is only $75 while we celebrate our 75th anniversary. Coil Carpet One Floor and Home. Locally owned and operated since 1945.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader. But with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to reducing stubborn body fat? Cool Sculpting. Book a free consultation to learn how Cool Sculpting is different at Robertson.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call to enjoy non-stop routes to summer in a new Nissan.
And don't miss the 2020 Nissan Bottom Line Sales Event. Get a low $273 per month lease on Nissan Sentra.
We are continuing our Black Business Month series with a local craft artist who's made major changes to not only what she's selling, but how she's selling it during the pandemic.
Hear her advice to all entrepreneurs and curious customers Saturday morning at 5 and 8.
Accurate news as it happens, right here where you live. Information that you can use from the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now.
Still tracking at least a couple of showers and thunderstorms, mainly towards the south and west of Madison. Heaviest rain, that's going to be throughout parts of Lafayette County. South of Darlington, that's beginning to approach Shullsburg and Apple River, moving out of Cuba City now. But there's still at least a couple showers trying to form throughout parts of Iowa County, moving north of Dodgeville. We'll keep you up to date. Dana Fulton will have the latest at 5.
All right, thank you, Chris. Monday here on Live at 4, political expert Charles Franklin recaps both parties' presidential conventions.
And film critic Will Loper will tell us what new movies and TV shows are now streaming. That's coming up Monday on Live at 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call to enjoy non-stop routes to summer in a new Nissan.
And don't miss the 2020 Nissan Bottom Line Sales Event. Get a low $346 per month lease on Nissan Rogue.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine. It makes my teeth darker. And using Power Swabs, it's made a difference. People ask me, what do you do to whiten your teeth? And I'm really proud to tell them that I use Power Swabs.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just gotta
rubbed it on my teeth, and that was it.
The Secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip or tray in your mouth for 30 minutes twice a day.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like you got to leave it on for 30 minutes and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on and it was good to go.
When I used these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Within the first day with the Power Swab, I noticed there was a difference. I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call to enjoy non-stop routes to summer in a new Nissan.
And don't miss the 2020 Nissan Bottom Line Sales Event. Get a low $273 per month lease on Nissan Sentra.
Well, it's the dog days of summer, but that does not slow down a couple of dogs that we know.
Lola and Louie have had a busy week digging up the best animal stories. Here's this week's edition of the News Hounds.
It's News Hounds Now Update with Lola and Louie.
This week on the News Hounds, squirrels go nuts.
A sloth is born.
And a baby hippo learns to swim.
But first, who's a good girl? Kayla is. She's not only good, she's been named the Transportation Security Administration's cutest canine of 2020. She earned the title by getting the most likes in a social media competition. In addition to Kayla's looks, this 5-year-old Wisla is smart. She helps her handlers screen for potential explosives at Honolulu's International Airport. That is, when she's not stealing hearts.
Meet Timo. The Brookfield Zoo is introducing its newest member to the public. Timo is a 7-month-old Linnaeus's two-toed sloth. He was part of the virtual special Bringing the Zoo to You event. Visitors flock to a zoo in Paris to catch a glimpse of a newborn baby Puma, as well as a newborn baby sea lion. The Puma cub, who does not yet have a name, was born to Mom Meili and Dad Maceo. The little one is keeping its eyes closed for now. It'll open them in about 10 to 15 days. Naya, a 1-month-old baby sea lion, kept close to her mother, Nora. This is the first birth of a Patagonian sea lion in a zoo in France.
Speaking of keeping close to mom, the Metro Richmond Zoo is releasing video of a baby pygmy hippo's first swim. The female calf was born on July 26th, and she's the first pygmy hippo to be born at the zoo. Pygmy hippos are rare and endangered. Their survival is more certain in zoos, and that's one of the reasons the calf's arrival is so important and special.
Finally, check out this custom-made treetop nut bar that allows squirrels to pound peanuts, pecans, pistachios, and plenty more to their furry little heart's content. The nutty bar is the brainchild of woodworker Duke Harmon, who came up with the idea after he got tired of squirrels stealing his birdseed. Harmon shared his meticulous building process on YouTube, which resulted in one shell of a nice nut bar that allows the crafty critters to belly up